The screen flickers to life with a single, heart-stopping sentence in bold white letters against a black background. He buried his wife at 32 and swore the grave would be the last place his heart ever went. Then the camera snaps to a rain-slicked cemetery, thunder rumbling low. A lone man in a soaked navy coat kneels at a fresh mound of earth, clutching a tiny pink umbrella that looks absurdly small in his broad hands. His 6-year-old daughter, Lily, stands beside him, her pigtails dripping, staring at the headstone like it might speak back. The man's voice cracks over the downpour, raw, ragged, unforgettable. "I can't do this without you, Sarah. I won't." Cut to black. A beat of silence. Then my voice, warm, urgent, right in your ear. "If that didn't just punch you in the chest, stick around, because what happens next will wreck you in the best way." Smash that like button now so this story finds every broken heart that needs it, and hit subscribe, bell on, because we're only 10 seconds in and the tears are already coming. Let's go. Chapter 1, The House That Forgot How to Laugh ***. Jake Harlan hadn't smiled, really smiled, since the night the ambulance lights painted his driveway red. 2 years later, the house on Maple Crest Lane still smelled like lemon furniture polish and grief. Every surface gleamed because cleaning was the only thing he could control. The fridge hummed too loud at 2 a.m. When he sat at the kitchen island staring at Sarah's untouched coffee mug, the one with the chipped handle she used to wrap both hands around while planning weekend hikes that never happened anymore. Lily tiptoed through the days like a ghost in rainbow sneakers. She spoke in whispers, drew pictures of mommy in heaven with angel wings made of macaroni, and asked questions that sliced him open. "Daddy, does mommy get cold up there? Does she miss my hugs? When's her birthday party in the clouds?" Jake's answers were always the same, a tight hug, a kiss on the forehead, and a promise he didn't know how to keep. "I've got you, Peanut. Always." But at night, after tucking her in with 3 stories and 2 glasses of water and 1 more bathroom trip, just in case, he sat on the edge of his bed and let the silence scream. He was 34, a widower, a single dad who coached t-ball on Saturdays and fixed leaking faucets for elderly neighbors on Sundays because staying busy was cheaper than therapy. His toolbox was his Bible, his daughter was his North Star, love was a 4-letter word he'd buried with his wife. Chapter 2, The Teacher with the Paint-Streaked Smock ***. Enter Miss Harper Quinn, 2nd grade teacher, chaos conductor, human sunshine. She wore overalls splattered with tempera paint and kept a jar of googly eyes on her desk like other people kept paperclips. Her classroom smelled like crayons and cinnamon rolls because she baked them every Friday for Fun Fact Friday. Lily came home the first week of school clutching a gold star sticker and a grin so wide it nearly split her face. "Daddy, Miss Quinn says I have a sparkly imagination and that sparkles are basically magic you can see." Jake grunted, flipping pancakes. Kids said stuff. Teachers said stuff. He signed the permission slip for the field trip to the fire station and forgot about it. But Lily didn't. Every afternoon she spilled new gems. Miss Quinn let them build cardboard castles and live in them for indoor recess. Miss Quinn read Charlotte's Web with different voices and cried at the end, **** out loud ***, and said it was okay for grown-ups to cry too. Miss Quinn had a dog named Pickles who wore a tutu on his birthday. Jake listened from the sink, suds to his elbows, and felt something shift, like a rusty gear trying to turn after years of rain. Chapter 3, The Parent-Teacher Conference That Wasn't Supposed to Matter ***. The flyer came home in Lily's backpack, fall conferences, sign up now. Jake almost tossed it. Report cards were fine, Lily was fine, he was surviving. But the note at the bottom was in purple ink. Optional, bring a family photo. We're making gratitude trees. Lily begged. Please, Daddy. I want Miss Quinn to see Mommy's smile. So he went. He wore the same navy coat from the cemetery, now dry-cleaned and smelling like cedar. He carried the framed photo from their last family camping trip, Sarah mid-laugh, marshmallow goo on her chin, Lily asleep on her lap. Harper Quinn's classroom was a riot of construction paper leaves and glitter glue. She stood on a step stool hanging a banner that read, "Give thanks with a grateful heart." Her curls were escaping a messy bun, a streak of orange paint graced one cheek like war paint. When she spotted them, she hopped down, wiped her hands on her smock, and smiled like she'd been waiting her whole life for this exact moment. "You must be Lily's dad." "I'm Harper." Jake shook her hand, calloused from years of sanding drywall, hers soft but strong from kneading dough and turning pages of picture books. Lily launched into a breathless recap of the day while Harper listened like every word was gold. Then she turned to Jake, eyes the color of sea glass after a storm. "She talks about you non-stop. Says you make the best, sorry pancakes when she has bad dreams." Jake's throat closed. He managed a nod. Harper gestured to the photo. "Mind if we use this for the gratitude tree?" Lily said her mom taught her to find shapes in the clouds. "We're writing thankful furs on the leaves." He hesitated. The photo felt sacred. But Lily was already bouncing, and Harper's gaze held no pity, only warmth. "Sure, asterisk asterisk," he rasped. They spent 20 minutes crafting. Harper helped Lily trace her handprint for the trunk. Jake glued popsicle stick branches, surprised his fingers still remembered how to make things. When they finished, the tree read, "Thankful for Daddy's hugs. Thankful for Miss Quinn's stories. Thankful Mommy sends cloud animals, asterisk asterisk." Harper pinned it to the bulletin board and stepped back, hands on hips. "Perfect. Families aren't always the people you're born to, they're the ones who show up." Jake stared at the tree until his eyes burned. Chapter 4, The Crack in the Dam asterisk asterisk. Winter arrived with a vengeance. Pipes burst at the school, the furnace at home coughed black smoke. Jake fixed both, sleeves rolled high, grease under his nails. Lily got strep throat. Harper dropped off chicken noodle soup in a Tupperware labeled, "For the bravest knight and her dragon-slaying dad." Jake reheated it at midnight, tasted salt and something like hope, and cried into the steam. Spring brought the father-daughter dance. The flyer haunted the fridge for weeks. Lily never mentioned it, but Jake saw her tracing the glittery letters when she thought he wasn't looking. He almost signed the "will not attend" box. Dances were Sarah's thing, twirling Lily until they collapsed in giggles. But Harper cornered him at pickup, leaning against his dusty pickup truck. "I'm chaperoning. No pressure, but Lily's been practicing the cha-cha slide with my broom." Jake rubbed the back of his neck. "I've got 2 left feet and a heart with a no trespassing sign." Harper's laugh was low, kind. "Signs can be repainted." Chapter 5, The Night the Music Started Again asterisk asterisk. The gymnasium smelled like pizza and teenage nerves. Jake wore the same navy coat, 3rd year in a row, over a button-down he'd ironed twice. Lily wore a purple dress with a tulle skirt that lit up when she spun. Harper stood at the DJ booth in a sundress the color of dandelions, hair twisted up with a pencil. When the first slow song played, some old Tim McGraw tune Sarah used to belt in the shower, Jake's chest caved. Lily tugged his hand. "Dance with me, Daddy." He was shaking as he led her to the floor. Parents swayed around them, colored lights strobed. Lily stepped on his boots and giggled. Halfway through, Harper appeared, holding 2 cups of punch. "Mind if I cut in?" "I promise not to lead." Jake surrendered Lily with a grateful nod. Harper took his daughter's hands, spinning her until the LED skirt became a comet. The next song was faster. Lily begged them both to join. Jake found himself in a clumsy triangle, Harper counting 1-2 cha-cha, while Lily hooped. Sweat beaded on his forehead. His lungs burned. And for 3 minutes, the grief sat quietly in the corner. Chapter 6, The Storm That Wasn't About Weather ***. Summer meant baseball and scraped knees and fireflies in mason jars. Jake built Lily a treehouse with a trapdoor and a chalkboard wall for drawing constellations. Harper became a fixture, bringing popsicles on scorching afternoons, staying to help stain the deck, laughing when Jake accidentally painted her elbow battleship gray. One August evening, thunder growled on the horizon. Lily was at a sleepover. Jake and Harper sat on the porch swing, watching heat lightning stitch the sky. She spoke first, voice soft. "You know you're allowed to be happy again, right?" Jake's jaw clenched. "I had happy. It got ripped away. I can't, ***. You're not replacing her, Jake. You're making room." Rain slashed sideways. They ran inside, dripping on the hardwood. Harper's sundress clung to her skin, Jake's t-shirt stuck to the scars on his back from a roofing accident years ago. In the kitchen, lightning flashed. Harper reached up to wipe a raindrop from his cheek, and he caught her wrist, gentle, trembling. "I'm terrified, ***, he whispered. "Me too, ***, she said. "But I'm more scared of missing this." He kissed her like a man stepping off a cliff, expecting to fall and finding wings instead. Chapter 7, The Reckoning ***. Lily walked in on them sharing coffee the next morning, Harper's feet in Jake's lap while he traced the freckles on her ankle. She froze in the doorway, cereal bowl in hand. Jake's heart stopped. "Peanut, we need to." Lily's face crumpled, not sad, but stunned. "Is Miss Quinn my new mommy?" The question detonated. Harper knelt, eye level. "No, sweetie. Your mommy is irreplaceable. I'm just hoping to be your friend who loves you both very much. If you'll let me." Lily looked at Jake, eyes swimming. "Do you love her, Daddy?" He swallowed glass. "I'm trying to be brave enough to find out." That night, Lily crawled into his bed, small hand on his cheek. "Mommy told me in a dream it's okay to have 2 mommies, one in heaven, one who bakes cinnamon rolls." Jake sobbed until dawn. Chapter 8, The Bridge of Cloud Animals ***. Fall again. The gratitude tree was back in Harper's classroom, twice as big. This time, the leaves read. Thankful for second chances. Thankful for cloud animals. Thankful for family that grows in unexpected gardens, ***. Jake proposed on a Tuesday in October, kneeling in the treehouse with a ring Sarah had picked out years ago for their 10th anniversary, ***, in case I'm ever stupid enough to wait that long, ***, she'd teased. He'd kept it in a lockbox, terrified of the day he'd need it. Harper said yes with paint on her nose and tears on her lashes. Lily was the flower girl, the ring bearer, and the officiant's assistant, handing the minister crayons when he dropped his pen. Epilogue, The House That Learned to Sing Again ***. 2 years later, the kitchen island hosts chaos, pancake batter on the ceiling, Pickles the dog wearing a tutu, Harper 8 months pregnant and laughing so hard she snorts. Jake stands at the stove, flipping sorry pancakes for a nightmare Lily had about losing her other front tooth. Sarah's coffee mug sits on the windowsill, filled with wildflowers from the yard. Outside, the maple tree drops crimson leaves like confetti. Jake looks at his family, loud, messy, alive, and feels the gear finally click into place. Love wasn't a betrayal. It was a bridge. The screen fades to a single frame, Jake, Harper, Lily, and an ultrasound photo pinned to the gratitude tree. My voice returns, thick with emotion. If this story cracked your heart open and let the light back in, do me a favor, hit that like button so hard it echoes. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week we're diving into another soul shaker that'll have you ugly crying into your coffee. Comment below, who's your cloud animal? I'll read every single one. Until then, keep building bridges.